President Trump of the United States will announce global tariffs tomorrow that will affect the entire world. It seems that our country may also find it difficult to avoid the impacts of these tariff barriers. For more details, let's connect to Washington. Reporter Kang, what details are expected in President Trump's reciprocal tariffs announcement tomorrow? President Trump will announce the reciprocal tariffs at 5 a.m. Korean time tomorrow and will implement them immediately. In US time, this will happen at 4 p.m. on the 2nd, with the announcement taking place in the Rose Garden, located on the west side of the White House. Although the White House has not yet released any specific details, major news agencies like the New York Times and the Washington Post have reported a flat 20% tariff on all imports to the US is currently under consideration. The plan is to impose a blanket 20% tariff initially and then adjust the rates through negotiations with individual countries. This strategy aims to give the US a dominant position in negotiations, extracting maximum concessions from other nations. There is also talk of imposing individual tariff rates based on each country's circumstances. It's a method of imposing high tariffs on countries identified as the so-called T15, citing their massive trade deficits and allegedly unfair trade practices. Whatever the method may be, this marks a significant turning point from free trade to increasing protectionism. The concern is the impact this will have on our country. What is the expected level of impact? As an export-driven country, we are likely to be hit hard economically. South Korea ranks 8th among countries with a trade surplus with the US, and our name has already appeared in the US Trade Representative's report on trade barriers by country. Should high tariffs be applied, our primary export market in the US will inevitably face considerably tougher competition due to much higher prices. For example, automobiles, steel, and aluminum, which are the top export items to the US, currently face a 25% product tariff. Adding a 20% reciprocal tariff could result in a staggering 45% tariff. Furthermore, additional product tariffs are expected for semiconductors and pharmaceuticals, exacerbating the impact. These tariff shocks affect not just the economy but also national security. Amid growing opposition to tariffs from Europe, the US-led global alliance structure, which has lasted over 80 years, shows signs of cracking, raising concerns that this could lead to a security crisis on the Korean peninsula. With tension mounting, all eyes around the globe are on President Trump's upcoming announcement on reciprocal tariffs, set to take place in about 9 hours. This has been a report from Washington.